On today's episode, we build this, a key holder with the Roanoke star on it. It was designed by my summer intern. Don't tell anyone. This view makes me look taller than you.
You're a lot taller than I am, so.
So, I don't know if I should talk to them or you, both. Okay, hey everybody, we are back here with Arden, we're lucky to have her for the summer intern. I'm not sure if she's the lucky one. We've tasked her with making, what did we say, 5?
Yeah.
5 simple designs that could be cut out on the plasma cutter from 1/8" steel, I think we said. Just because I have a bunch of that left over. And see if any of them, because we want to take it, her major is...
Industrial design.
How would you sum that up?
I like to say it's like small scale architecture, so instead of designing houses and buildings, you're more focusing on everyday life designs like furniture and cars and shoes, things that you use every single day.
Right, more product.
Yeah, product focused.
Well, that's good, because that was the idea for this challenge. We can both see that whole process, right? From concept to fabrication to finish and then marketing.
Yep.
You know, we'll photograph it and list it online. Why don't you take me through what you've designed and we'll just react to it in real time. I really haven't seen much of what she's designed, so I'm excited.
So the first one's a little more playful. It's a Calvin and Hobbes comic strip. So it will be the opposite once we cut it out. All the black will be negative space.
Oh, okay. Are Calvin and Hobbes comics like still in the paper?
I don't know. I don't read the paper.
Neither one of us gets.
I don't know.
I have, as long as I've owned my house, I've never gotten newspaper.
Probably not. I don't know. It could hang on a kid's wall or put on someone's desk.
Scale-wise, you have to get big enough to where the details actually come through.
Definitely.
The lines and stuff in his shirt.
And just like the little details like that.
Oh yeah, cool. So you actually made it have depth. You made it like a 1/4 inch so you could envision it as...
Yeah, I think it's a 1/4 inch.
I dig that.
And then for the second one, since we're in the Star City.
Sure. It's all we've got.
That's all we got.
It's a big star on top of a mountain.
I know. I made one flat one and then one with a shelf, a tiny shelf if you want to put your keys there or something, and we can always attach some hooks like under here if we want.
A shelf for like a wallet and then hooks underneath could be for keys.
It could be a cute little front door.
So the one issue I see with this that we'd have to fine tune is where the star point's attached to the ring.
0 point.
We'll need to, what'd you call it, a 0 point?
0 point.
It's basically like a tangent intersection.
There's not like enough to.
So we could like flesh that part out a little bit to make the contact a little better. But I see you've already got the connectors in here for each layer of the star, which obviously is important. I dig that.
Yeah, I think it's cool.
And that could be like, I don't know, 16 inches?
Yeah.
I think we should for sure do this. So then also the shelf will be sort of a secondary operation.
Yeah.
You know, we'll make that and then weld it on. So there you go, we can... Did you weld? Say you welded in school?
I'm not.
Never welded. Well, I dig this one. I think we should definitely make this one. We'll just tweak it a little bit to make that 0 point.
Yeah.
Not
definitely.
a 0 point.
I'll do another Roanoke one. This one.
I dig that.
Similar. It can have hooks instead of like Roanoke.
I dig that. And so the star is where Roanoke is.
Yeah, exactly.
Those of you out there that aren't Roanokeans, Roanokers.
And I guess if someone from like Nova wants a star or Blacksburg or I don't know, Virginia Beach, we can move the star around to wherever we need to.
Could even be a different state.
Yeah, definitely.
How did you do the state shape?
You can insert an image of anything. That's how I did the Calvin and Hobbes too.
And then you
trace over it with a spline tool.
Oh my God.
Yeah. So to get all the detail, which it might be difficult for the plasma cutter to get.
Again, it depends on scale.
Yeah.
You know, the bigger it is, the more the crevices are
But it's
feasible.
still a cool thing to just hang on your wall if you want as well.
Totally.
You know?
Sort of the same thing, where it's like well, this doesn't have to have any function, but yeah, you could put hooks on the bottom of each letter or something.
Yeah.
Or no letters and then hooks on the actual Virginia.
Yeah. Yeah. So, and then for number 4, I have, it's like, it would just hang on the wall, maybe like above a couch or something. And I added.
This could be bigger.
Yeah, it could be big. I added like inverted rays that continue off if you wanted a larger wall hanging, whatever.
Cool.
But I mean, I like it plain.
Yeah, I like just the panel.
Yeah, I think it'd be
That
really
would
pretty.
look cool. That
Especially if it was painted yellow, it would be so much brighter and prettier.
This one's interesting because I'm bouncing back and forth between a few ideas as far as scale is concerned. You know, it could be small, but it could also be absolutely enormous.
Yeah,
How did you envision this? Like, ideally, how would you?
pretty big in my mind. Maybe like it would fit probably above that bookshelf pretty well.
Like 4 feet
Yeah.
wide, kind of. Well, one of the other things that, you know, shipping in retail is always the thing that gives you the most
Yeah.
headache. If there's a reason to let that govern some of our size decisions.
Yeah.
You know?
Definitely. Because it would also look good small and just like put in a kitchen or, you know, laundry room, anywhere.
I'm wondering if we make it smaller, if the rays should be
Bigger.
bigger and
Yeah.
less of them.
Yeah.
Honestly, I feel like the Virginia Star and the Roanoke Star could be, because, you know, Black Dog's right down the road.
Yeah.
And they would let us put some things on the floor for sale.
Yeah.
So we could try to sell them locally.
Yeah, I think both of these could potentially, because Black Dog already has like a good amount of
Roanoke
stuff, so it would fit in pretty well.
You know, what we could do is, as far as the Virginia is concerned, whoever comments their state the most will make a version for their state. And the capital of that state? We're not making a star cutout for everyone's hometown, I'm sorry. Let's do, I like that a lot, the letters coming off the bottom of Virginia. Let's do this, the star one, let's do that one first.
Okay.
Because there's welding involved.
Yeah.
And even if you're not from Roanoke, it's still a cool looking star.
It's still cool.
So that one, in my mind, is my vote.
Yeah. It's probably my favorite too.
So, well, because I don't yet have the output figured out for Fusion, what I need from you is some DXF files.
Yep.
We could do a flat shelf with a little lip around it,
Yeah.
you know, to contain like coins and keys and stuff.
Yeah.
Let's do that, make it like a tray,
That would be cool.
and then we'll hand bend some hooks to go underneath it.
Cool.
Heck yeah, nice work. I dig it.
Thanks.
But anyway, yeah, let's double it, get rid of the 0 points, and then we'll do a tray, and then we'll cut it.
Nice.
Heck yeah. See you in a bit. You excited?
Yeah.
All right, so we got a plate on the plasma cutter. Arden's got her safety glasses on. I'm gonna just close my eyes because I can't find the other set. But I think we're good. Any last words?
Nope.
You know? All right, we're gonna cut. You ready? Press enter. There we go. Look at that. Hot off the press. How satisfying.
That's so cool. That's what
Is it satisfying to see drawing come to life?
Yeah, it's really cool. Because on a computer screen, you can never really like 100% imagine it.
That might be my most favorite thing about this machine is just being able to draw anything, and it just shows up.
And it's like so much bigger than I was thinking it would be.
And now it's tangible.
Yeah.
All right, well, I gotta start some bigger projects very soon, but I figured I'd take a moment today, this morning, and tidy up this project that Arden developed and that we just cut out. So we got the pieces here for the star shelf. Admittedly, the nozzle on my cutter was a little messed up when we went to cut, but I don't think the final design is gonna suffer at all. So I'm gonna take this over to the bench. I'm going to flap wheel everything, clean it all up, and then maybe tack a few things together, give it a lick of paint, and then list it online for sale. That's after we test it out and approve it, of course. So this is kind of a cool little build. Let's get it done. So because this first one's so messed up, because my nozzle was all jacked up, I think I'm gonna build another one. I'm gonna cut parts for another one because I've recently changed all the water in my water table on the plasma cutter. And a new nozzle, and it's cutting a lot better. So I think I might build two and just give Arden this one that's it's still gonna look good, but you know, it's not something that's polished enough, I would think, to represent Lift Arc and sell to the public. So I might just send her home with this one. We'll see. See if I get carried away here. But I'm gonna weld up this little tray first by putting these two long pieces either side, and then these short pieces here on the other two sides. Take all that together. We'll weld it onto the star ring. We'll drill a hole top dead center so it can hang. And yeah, then we'll paint it something. Looking good. Beep, beep, beep. There's that. I say we clean her off with some acetone, get some paint on it. What do you think? Arden did a good job designing this. I think it's really classy. We'll, I think some things could be done to speed up the design, to speed up the fabrication. I think I can use a method in Fusion to design this tray to where this is actually one piece, but the bends, because it's hard to bend 1/8" steel, I could use a method where I could partially cut on the bend line. So I could draw a line that doesn't go all the way down the length of this in Fusion, and have the plasma cutter cut like 80% of that joint and leave connecting pieces maybe on the ends and in the center. So that way it's easier to bend. You can bend it up and then just weld it instead of having to use magnets and stuff to hold all these pieces together to weld it. Little trick that I've seen other people do that I have yet to figure out. So maybe that's what I'll do next time. But super classy. Let's put some paint on it. Gray primer, using some of this stuff, industrial. All right, good first coat. Let that dry, and then we'll put some color on. Satin black, satin white. We got red. Red's a little aggressive. Blue's a little aggressive. I'm kind of leaning toward a clean white. Let's do white. That's appropriate too, because the Roanoke Star, which this thing's modeled after, is white right now. All the neon bulbs are white, so that makes sense. Well, I'll let that primer dry. We'll hit it with some white, then we'll take some pictures of it, put it on the website, figure out what it's worth, And then it's done. Arden's been at the beach with her family. I think it was the beach. She said she was going, so hope she's had some great time off. I wanted her to see this whole process, and kind of teach her how to weld and mess around there. But you know, in all honesty, it's been super busy here at the shop, which is a great problem to have. So she'll just have to see the final product when she gets back. And you'll just have to imagine her reaction. I'm sure it's gonna be great.
So beautiful.
There you go. So this is sort of LiftArc's first foray into this type of product. Because, you know, we build big, high-end prototype one-off stuff here. And so easing into that high quantity Etsy type production is something that, as I just said, I'd like to ease into and explore slowly. There's a bunch of people out there that build this kind of thing. Not everybody has a CNC plasma cutter. So there's ways I'd like to streamline the production of this shelf by having it all cut out of one piece and then having bend slots in it. Something like this only becomes profitable if you can make it cheaply and quickly. I gotta do the math. Well, here's some numbers. So think about this. I have $15 of material in this. I have an hour of my time, which is $80 an hour. And I have another half hour of painting. So my cost already is over $100. And I don't think people will pay $100 for this. You never know. I could see something like this being valued around 40, 45. I'm gonna run some numbers and we'll see what I listed on the website for. If I don't include the final price in this video, it's a big old mystery. Go to liftarcstudios.com/shop and pick yourself up this exact fella right here.
Might even autograph it for you.
Might even autograph it for you. There you go. A little looking behind how to make your favorite things on Etsy. I wish Arden was here to celebrate, but there you go. Thank you for watching. If you learned something today, great. If you didn't, I'm not surprised. I'll see you next time. Like, subscribe. Let me know if you have any ideas for quick builds that we could do with the plasma cutter down in the comments. And I'll see you next week.